everyone, welcome back to 31 Days of Horror. I hope you've enjoyed these reviews so far. I've tried to pick films that I haven't seen. There are going to be a few sprinkled in here that I have seen just because it's maybe something I wanted to share that I like that maybe isn't talked about very much or something like that. I was feeling kind of a Western horror film, and I really dig horror Westerns, so like things that are set in the Old West that have horror elements, and there's surprisingly quite a few films out there. I mean, most notably things like Bone Tomahawk and things like that, a lot of people are familiar with. And there's a lot of other low-budget stuff that are just kind of fun films that I enjoy too. But I had never seen Gallowwalkers with Wesley Snipes, and I'd heard about it and, seen it floating around and stuff when I'd be shopping for movies. And I finally picked it up one day and I thought it was time to give it a watch. And, right off the bat, I'll tell you, this wasn't my favorite movie I've watched so far. I like almost everything. I mean, it takes a lot for me not to like a film. And I didn't hate this movie by any means. It had some entertaining parts, and it had some good ideas. And I think that's the problem. There were too many ideas. It's like the writer, director, whoever, was just shoving a lot of different cool ideas, but a lot of different ideas in one film that should have maybe been spread out a little bit, And this could have maybe been the first film in a series where they explain some of the things, and then maybe the next film set up some of those other ideas. But it kind of follows Wesley Snipes' character, who does have kind of a troubled past. He's seeking vengeance for his murdered, I believe it's his wife, and he's going after these different people. And there's these people called Gallowwalkers, and basically it's almost kind of a cursed tale. Wesley Snipes is kind of gifted with being able to kill. He's a good fighter, good shot, things like that. But also when he shoots somebody, they come back to life. So he has this thing where, when he shoots and kills somebody, they end up coming back. So it's kind of a zombie film. What's funny is when I first started watching this, I thought it was a vampire movie for some reason. I don't know why. But it has some really cool imagery. Like there was this one, the main kind of bad guy in it has this scene before he has like flesh on. It kind of reminded me of Hellraiser, where you have Frank in that, where he's kind of replenishing himself. It was kind of that mummy idea where you have to get victims to replenish yourself. Well, in here, he has that same kind of look and stuff before he gets a body or flesh, on his muscles and stuff like that. But like, there were some cool effects there. There's some CGI blood and stuff like that, but there's also some practical effects. But all in all, it was a fun watch. It's not something I'd run to watch again. I just wish they hadn't tried to cram so many ideas into one movie. And Wesley Snipes, I kind of felt like he was underused as well in this because, Wesley Snipes is like a black belt. I mean, I don't know all his qualifications in martial arts, but he can kick your butt, and he's great in action films, and I've always liked him as an actor as well. Of course, we know him from Blade and how great those movies are. But, in this, I felt like he was totally underused. He kind of just grunted a lot and didn't have a lot of lines, and, he didn't fight very much, like hand-to-hand combat kind of stuff, which I felt like they really could have used him for a lot more of that. So I don't know if he just wasn't feeling it or collecting a paycheck, but yeah, anyway, I don't want to trash the movie too much because like I said before, I would recommend checking it out. It just wasn't my favorite horror Western, I'll put it that way. So, but definitely a different kind of movie, and I know or horror film, and I know my explanation or synopsis was kind of all over the place, but it kind of matches the tone of the film too. It did have a good setting, like very bleak and dusty, and it felt like a Western, and it was had some cool elements to it. So that's Gallowwalkers, and see if you like it. If you've seen this, let me know what you think of it. I'd love to hear other thoughts on this movie as well. But yeah, there's some other great horror Westerns out there that definitely beat this one. I think of Dead Birds, for example. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. But yeah, you can check out Gallowwalkers. I'd recommend it. It just, it would be cool if they remade this and thought through it a little bit more. And as far as that goes, that's my review for today. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. And thank you guys for visiting and listening. And I hope you enjoy these recommendations and reviews. And we'll talk to you guys later.